Hello, everybody. I'm super excited about talking about this because it is something I am so passionate about now. I mean, I was always passionate about like health and wellness, but now it's even like taking it to the next level of being passionate. Once you hop on here, please let me know where you're from, just so that I can message you and we can get to know each other even more. I know there's some people who are friends of mine on here. There's some people who are family on here. There's some people who are going to be rewatching this later. So thank you all for watching it in general. So I wanted to kind of hop on and tell you guys a little bit first about my journey. So I've been with a company, with a health and wellness company, for almost 3 years, and I love everything about it, but we just launched our keto line. So that's what kind of got me into keto, as well as my aunt, who I think you're on here. Hi, Christy, if you are. She's been doing it for almost, I think, over a year now, and she's lost over 70 pounds, which is so inspiring. And I always watched her like lose and lose and lose, and I'm like, holy crap, like you are losing like quickly. And then once my company came out with it, I really looked into it in detail. So the last 3.5 months, I've kind of put my foot in the water, I've researched a ton, which I'm going to give you guys so much information. So if you have a piece of paper, get it out, write the stuff down. But like everything that I've learned in like the 3.5 months, I want to share it with you guys, because I really wish that there was like one video that like explained a whole bunch, and I hope this is the right one for you guys to watch. So keto, okay, so real quick, so basically my company came out with it because my CEO of my company, I work for It Works Global, which is the health and wellness company, he was diagnosed with cancer. And he kind of kept it hush-hush because he didn't want his company to be, and the people in the company to be emotionally affected by it. So he went to his doctor, and his doctor recommended the keto diet. No, keto does not like cure cancer or anything like that, but it helps with a healthy lifestyle. After doing keto for a year, he got in the best shape of his life. He now is 100% this keto fanatic, and he officially announced to us that we are going to be having our own keto line. So it's just amazing of what this can do. People are losing everywhere from like 20 to like 100 to 200 pounds, which is like insane. But with my journey so far, I officially went keto on December 27th, and I have been headstrong. I have kept my every time I have like an urge, I'm like, don't do it, because in 24 days, I am 14 pounds down. 14 pounds. Like, that's crazy. I feel so much better. So I have like a whole bunch of notes, so if I look down, that's where I'm looking. But I feel better. I have more energy. The first week was kind of rough, but because it's like your body getting acclimated to not having really much sugar and much carbs. It's literally putting your body in like this funk of like, what are you doing? I don't want to do this, but you're making yourself do it. So let's get into what keto is. So keto is basically a low carb, high fat diet. So you're not going to be having the breads. You're not going to be having anything that has a lot of carbs in it. I did not realize how many regular things that like weren't bread had tons of carbs in it that I was eating, and I was like, I know, it's whatever. And then I started looking and reading the back of the ingredient or the nutrition label on the back of things, and I was like, holy crap! I was probably intaking 300 carbs a day, and I didn't even realize it because I was like, I'm eating healthy, and really it was just I was intaking so many carbs. So keto is basically this low carb, high fat diet. It goes pretty much against everything we were ever taught, where it was like eat fruits and vegetables all the time. Well, fruits have tons of carbs in it. Fruits are great for a indulgent, one-time, very seldom to kind of have, and sticking with like the berries, things that end in berries, so like strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, things like that, but it's not like an everyday thing you want to have. Okay, so when you're on the keto diet, there's something that's called ketosis. So ketosis is kind of like the heartbeat of being on a keto diet. Ketosis is basically when the fat in your body is turning the fat into fuel. So it's literally giving you more energy, and you intaking more fats is going to help you lose weight quicker as well as give you more energy. Our body naturally goes into ketosis at night. So imagine this, you eat, and this is how it like clicked to me, so I hope it clicks right now to you guys. You eat carbs during the day. It's almost impossible to not have any carbs. I mean, some people do it. I don't know how you do it. More power to you. But when you're on the keto diet, you want to stay under about 20 grams of carbs, or some people do 20 net carbs. So net carbs is basically when you have, like on the back label of something, you have you have carbs, and then you have like fiber. So you can actually subtract the fiber from the carbs, and that will give you your net carbs. So like I personally do net carbs. So I stay under 20 net carbs a day. But when your body is in this ketosis state, imagine you eating carbs during the day. Your body is naturally using the carbs and the fats and everything to give you energy during the day. At night, it feeds through all those carbs, and then it's getting into your fats. Well, if you're eating tons and tons and tons of carbs, what's happening is that your body never can actually get into that ketosis state. It's not taking the fats and turning it into fuel, and it's not allowing you to burn the fats, because your body, you intook so many carbs during the day that when you wake up in the morning and then you're going to absorb even more carbs, it's just going to be this circle of just carbs, and carbs make you gain weight. So when you're on this keto diet, your goal is to get into the ketosis state and stay in it as long as you can. So when our body naturally goes into that ketosis state at night, so when you wake up, you're in ketosis most of the time, unless you're intaking like a ton of carbs. But our body is in ketosis. So the longer that we are able to stay in that ketosis, the longer or the better we're going to be able to lose weight, feel better, get more fuel for our body, have more energy. So I'll go into more of that in a second. But when you get into keto, there's also something that's called macronutrients. So, or people just say, oh, my macros. So macros, oh my gosh. So listen, I always heard like bodybuilders and like my friends who were like super healthy, and they were like, I'm doing my macros and stuff, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like macros, like macronutrients and stuff, and all it is, literally, all macronutrients is keeping track of your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. That's it. And when I found this out, I'm like, this whole time I thought it was something like super complicated. It's not. So with your macros, when you're on a keto diet, you want to keep it in to where you're about, this is what I do, and this is about average of what people do. And I'll give you examples of like details, but the average person who's in doing the keto diet or keto lifestyle is going to do 75% fats, 5% carbs, and 20% proteins for your day. So what that means is the easiest way to keep track of this, I'm telling you, if you don't download this right now, you will regret it. Go and download the app FitnessPal. I know some people always, especially a few people I've been talking to recently, they're like, well, I don't really want to spend the time to track things. You don't have to track things, but I'm telling you, once you start tracking things, you'll get into this routine, and it becomes very easy, and you're going to be seeing better results if you're tracking. The reason for that is because I'm going to show you guys like my FitnessPal app. And the reason why you're tracking is you're holding yourself accountable to hit these numbers every single day. And it's the easiest app ever, because all you do is, let's see if you can kind of see this. Oh crap. How do I do this? Okay, down at the bottom here, you just click here, and then you can put in your foods right here, your water if you want to do that. I just do the foods, but you can go right here. Oh, come on. You can select, it says breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. So let's say I'm going to have a snack right now. I just click snack, and then, sorry, my phone's broken. It's cracked. I can click, up here and I can search whatever I'm eating. So let's say I'm having like pepperoni. I can search pepperoni and the name of the Hormel, I believe is the one that I have, and it'll come up with everything. Or I can use this little scanner right here, and the scanner, you can literally just scan the UPC on or the barcode on the back of whatever you're eating. So it's super simple. Once you start getting used to doing it, you'll see, you just kind of get in this routine. But you can also do meals. So I'm going to share with you guys like my go-to meals. I have all my meals in my FitnessPal app so that when I eat them, all I have to do is click the meal and all the information goes in. So what the app though is helping you do. So once all my stuff is in there, I'm going through the day. I mean, literally it takes just a few seconds. The other day I went to the store with Caden and I got a string cheese and I was like, oh, bing. I just scanned the thing and I was in my app. So what happens is you can, let me go back. I want to show you guys what it ends up looking like. So if you click the top part, come on. Okay, if you click the top part up here, it'll show you this bar, this chart. So basically, sorry, there's gonna be a lot of notifications coming in here soon. The chart is showing you your percentages. So remember how I was saying you want about 20% protein, 5% carbs, 75% fats. I normally, I'm noticing I'm having a lot more fats, which is fine. But it gives you the percentages on there, as well as it gives you like the grams and everything for each, what you're having for the day. You can buy the upgraded version if you wanted this. I don't. I use the free one. But I do know some friends who have the upgraded one, and it does give you a lot more information, but I just keep it simple. And as long as I have my circle chart here, it allows me to, you know, keep track of everything. So then you can even go back, like this was like 3 days ago. So see how like the red is the fat, the blue is the carbs, and the green is the protein. And same with this, 80% fats with a 3% carbs, 17% protein. So FitnessPal app, so helpful. If you want details about like how many grams of each things you want to do, you can find all of the stuff that I've learned is basically through a group page that my aunt added me in, which I'll add everybody who said going to this, I'll add you guys to it. But it's really helpful. Everyone does keto in their own ways. Some people use supplements to help. Some people just do it old school. It just depends on how you want to do it. But and then I've also learned everything through YouTube. I've just YouTubed everything that I could learn about it, and I just watched videos and taught myself and learned from other people's experiences. And I've talked to people who have, I've made a really good friend who's done keto for a long time, and she's kind of like an advocate for it, and she was helping me with some stuff too. So if you want to know details about what your macros are, like in grams, for example, you can find them on YouTube, Pinterest, Google. But for example, I'm going to give you 3. It goes by your height is what this chart was doing. I'm going to give you like 5'6", 5'7", and 5'8", because that's like the average woman's height. So these are women. There are men's are different, but so 5'6", it'd be about 100 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs, and 75 to 175 grams of fat. And for calories, if you want to track those too, I don't. I just track the 3 protein, carbs, and fats. But if you want calories, it's about 1,174 to about 2,073. So you have like a range. So as a 5'7" would be 103 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, 77 to 180 grams of fat, and calories would be 1,209 to 2,135. So this 5'8" would be 106 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, 79 to 185 grams of fat, and 1,244 to 2,197 calories. So like I said, you don't have to get that detailed if you don't want to. Honestly, I feel like that's when you get like really, really involved. But like just starting out with keto, the main thing you got to know is knowing what you're eating, your macros, so those proteins, those carbs, those fats, those are the most important things you want. And you want that 70% fats for the day, and you want the 5% carbs and the 20% proteins. And the FitnessPal app will help keep track of that. You don't have to track, but I highly recommend tracking. And then another big tip that I learned, and this was like from the friend who, she's like an advocate for keto lifestyle. I mentioned to her, like, after about a week of doing keto and also drinking my keto coffee, which I'll get into that, I find myself like not hungry. Like, it's weird. Like, I thought because I would be eating all these fats that I was going to be burning the fat and making it a fuel, that I would be like hungry all the time. And I found myself not hungry. So if you're not hungry, don't eat. You just want to make sure that your percentages are in that, the 75% fat, 5% carbs, and 20% proteins, but you don't have to eat like a ton during the day. So some days I'll skip like a lunch. I'll skip a breakfast, which I'll get into that too. But if I'm not hungry, I just don't eat. So intermittent fasting is actually really good for your body. So intermittent fasting is basically when you decide to not eat for like a lunch or not eat for like a dinner. Some people will do like longer intermittent fastings where it's like a couple of days and stuff, but that's like way when you're like into keto down the road. Don't even start thinking about that now. But intermittent fasting is fine. So if you're not hungry, just don't eat. Okay, I think I'm going to share with you guys what my go-to favorite meals are right now. And then just so you know, I'm going to be showing you guys literally the brands of what I buy. And like I said, I've been doing keto lifestyle and using my supplements for 24 days now, and I'm 14 pounds down. So I feel good. I feel like I look good. Like I got some confidence back. So I'm very, very excited. So some of my go-to meals are, okay, buffalo loaded chicken dip. So basically a buffalo chicken dip, but then I add like bacon and there's cheese and buffalo sauce and chicken and cream cheese, cream cheese, sour cream. Like it's like everything. It's so good. So good. But we can't have like the breads. We can't have like the chips. So like I use bacon, extra crispy bacon, and I use that as like my dipper. Okay, pepperoni pizza plate or like cauliflower pizza. So pepperoni pizza plate is something, it's so funny. My sister and I did this when we were younger, and now it's ironic that now like 25 years later, 20 something years later, I'm now doing it again. But basically what it is you put pepperoni on a plate, just the pepperonis, and then you put cheese on top, or I like ketchup on mine, which I'll show you guys the ketchup that I use, and that's why it's really, really good. But you put ketchup down, or you can put like pizza sauce or like marinara, and then put cheese on top, just put in the microwave for 30 seconds, and it's like you're getting little like personal pan pizzas. I love it. It's like, I have it all the time. It's really, really good. Or you can do cauliflower pizza, and you can do cauliflower crust. There's a lot of different ways that you can make a keto crust, but cauliflower is the easiest. And then you can put like your toppings on it with like bacon and sausage and pepperoni and cheese. So really good. Pizza's like I love pizza. I'm glad that I didn't have to like give it up. Tacos. So tacos are like my I'm not going to say a bad word, jam. It's amazing. So tacos you can have like all the time because it's got your meat, it's got your fats if you're going to be adding like sour cream and cheese, it's got some protein, it's got everything that you need. Just don't get the shell. So if you're going to, or the rice, if you're going to Chipotle, don't get the rice. You can't have that. If you're going to Taco Bell or wherever it is, don't get the shell. So you just think, same thing with like, hamburgers is the next one I'm going to talk about, but tacos are so good. Now, you guys are going to make fun of me, but add mayo on your tacos. Yes, I said mayo. It's yummy. It's got lots of good fats in it. It'll help your fat percentages for the day. It's really good. Just try it. And then, okay, so hamburgers. Hamburgers are like another go-to. Instead of using the bun, use a lettuce, or you could just cut it up instead, but lettuce is kind of like the easiest. So like an iceberg lettuce, you could just use it like that, or you can get like 2 things of romaine lettuce and wrap it up in it. But add like avocado to it and cheese and bacon, and you can do some ketchup on it, which I'll share with you guys the ketchup that I use, like I said. But burgers is like a really good go-to. Jalapeno poppers. Oh, I love jalapenos. I'm getting so hungry now thinking of all these. So jalapeno poppers are basically the ability to have like jalapenos and cheese and cream cheese and bacon all wrapped together in one. It's really good. Turkey roll-ups. So turkey roll-ups are kind of like my easiest like go-to lunch. So it's literally just turkey and cheese and mayo, and sometimes I'll do lettuce. So, and you just roll it up. It's really good for like on the go. I am like a texture type of person. Like if I can't stand a texture, I can't eat it, but I love the crunch of things. And so I have cucumber. So I cut up the cucumbers and I put pink Himalayan salt on it, and I put mayo on top. It's really good. It's a really good, just like if you want that crunch, to have that. Sugar-free Jell-O and whipped cream on top. So I don't really have like a sweet tooth, but I do have every once in a while where I'm like, okay, I want something, like something. So sugar-free Jell-O is great for that. There's no carbs in it, and if you get the right whipped cream for it to put on top, sometimes there's no carbs, sometimes only one carb. So it's a good like snack for a sweet treat. Almonds, walnuts, pecans, those type of nuts are good. String cheese is like my go-to if I'm really wanting something like right now. I don't have time. String cheese, I have like a big old pack of string cheese in my fridge. For breakfast, like my go-to is eggs, sausage, bacon, cheese, and ketchup, or like a salsa. I'm telling you guys, I'm obsessed with this ketchup. And then I used to love Sprite. Sprite, like, especially when I was pregnant. When I was pregnant, I would drink so much Sprite, but I miss the like bubblies of soda, and so the carbonation, I guess, is the right way to say it, but the bubbles. So I found it's a soda. It's called Zevia. Publix carries it. Sometimes you can find it at Walmart. I've never found it at Target, but and then a lot of health food stores do carry them. They've got different things from like Dr. Pepper to Mountain Dew to Sprite to Pepsi, Coke, root beer, cream soda. Like, it's really good. And then they also have alcohol mixers too, which is really nice to know. So I guess going into alcohols, if you do drink, you have to stay away from the wines. There's so many carbs in wines, and I love wine. And so like, it's been hard trying to give that up, but it's going to sound crazy, but you can go crazy with your like hard liquors, vodka, whiskey, all those type of ones of liquor is most of the time 0 carbs. So do like what I actually did. I had a bachelorette party. I brought vodka and I brought my Zevia, which was 0 carbs. So 0 carbs for the vodka, 0 carbs for the Zevia mixers, and that was like my drink of choice. And I did like a splash of lemon. So that you can, like I said, I learned a lot of what I know through YouTube, Pinterest, Google, talking to people who have been in this keto lifestyle for a while. But Pinterest is where you'll find a lot of information. Let's see. Okay, so those are like my go-tos. Okay, so a grocery list. So I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to verbally say it, and then I'll also give it to you guys in like a post in this event page so you guys can have it as well. But I'm going to run down through a list of like good things to be buying at the grocery store. And they're kind of in like groups. So, and then right after this, I'm going to be sharing with you guys like brands of things. Okay, so grass-fed butter, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, eggs, string cheese, pepperoni, pork rinds, salsa, and I'm just going to say pork rinds right now, just a side note. Pork rinds are really good for like breading. So if you want like chicken fingers, pork rinds you can use for the breading of it. Or if you want something that, like what else do you use breading for? Okay, I'll just keep it with chicken fingers because that's what I make. Salsa, cucumbers, pickles, lettuce, avocados, celery, cabbage, squash, kale, eggplant. That's the next one I want to try. I've never tried eggplant. Leeks, artichoke, arugula, garlic. Let's see. Chicken, pork, beef, turkey, bacon, fish, tuna, I hate tuna, so I don't eat that. But if you like tuna, it's good to have. Those are all like the proteins. Broccoli, basically green vegetables is what you want to stick to. Broccoli, eat a ton of broccoli. Brussels sprouts, zucchini. I'll share with you guys zucchini stuff. Oh, I hated zucchini before, and now I have a zoodle maker, I think it's what it's called. But like basically it spiralizes the zucchini, and I make like pastas with it. Or it's not pasta, but it's zucchini pasta. And so like if I want spaghetti, I'll use my marinara sauce and then put zucchini noodles in it. And it's so good. It's literally, I do not miss the noodles anymore. And I was a fanatic of pasta. Asparagus, spinach, green beans. Nuts are good, like almonds, macadamians, pecans, walnuts, radishes, cauliflower. In small quantities, you can have these of mushrooms, tomatoes, onions, and turnips. So not all the time, but you can still have them in small doses. Different types of mussels, oysters, quail, sardines. I don't eat half the stuff, but maybe I'll get adventurous. Scallops, trout, veal, bass, carp, crab. I do love crab. Duck. Okay, so getting into like more of like the cheeses and stuff. Sour cream, blue cheese. Now you have sunflower seeds, pistachios, chia seeds, salami, parsley. Okay, now getting into the peanut butters and stuff like that. So coconut oil is great. Coconut flour is great. Almond flour, which I'll show you guys what brand I get. Almond butter. So if you have coconut butter, not coconut butter, peanut butter, almond butter is a great substitute for it because peanut butter has a ton of sugar. Almond milk, Himalayan pink salt, and pretty much spices you're good with, depending on if the back of it does have a nutrition label. Just double check if there's any carbs or sugars in it. Okay, so if you're going to be doing sugar, so an alternative for sugar, you can do Truvia, Pure, Ethanol. I'm still learning these like sugar stuff. Organic stevia, which is the one that I use, which I will show you guys the brand and everything. Swerve. And you definitely want to stay away from any sweeteners that have dextrose and maltodextrin, if I say that correctly. Almost done. Lime, lemons, peppers, pumpkin, snow peas, okra, watercress, shallots. There's just a lot of stuff. Like keto does not have to be boring. You can mix it up, and there's so many different ways to substitute like what you're already eating with other things that are low carb. So what I do is like when I'm having a craving for something, all I do is I will, like for example, chicken noodle soup. I wanted chicken noodle soup the other day. So I just, not Googled, I Pinterest and I searched keto chicken noodle soup, and it came up with a recipe where I used broth and I used chicken and I used the zucchini as the noodles. It was so good. And like I used carrots, but like just a very few because you want to stay away from carrots. That's one of those like only once in a while. So I got this list from a friend of mine about what are the benefits of keto. So I'm just going to read them off. So it helps with appetite control. It helps with weight loss. It helps with mental clarity. It helps with better sleep. It helps with normalizing metabolic function. It stabilizes blood pressure and restores insulin sensitivity. So I really want, I don't know, we never like came up with it and yes or no, but I really want my aunt to tell her story about, she was on like a whole bunch of medicines, and she's off all of them. And it's just amazing what she's gone through. It lowers inflammation. It helps lower blood pressure. It helps restore body fat as fuel source, like I was talking about before. So you basically get a whole bunch of energy. It eliminates heartburn, better fertility, increased sex drive, slowed aging due to the reduction of free radical production. Helps your immune system, helps brain activity, improves your blood chemistry, decreases in anxiety and mood swings. Helps reduce acne breakouts. So it's pretty much like overall, it's a great thing. Like after she sent that to me, I'm like, okay, basically it's amazing. But so those are like a grocery list for you to, if you're going to the grocery store, those are the things you want to go to. Another like fun fact about what I learned when I was in design school, I learned this. So grocery stores actually use the location of where you're going to be walking for their marketing advantage. So what's going on is you want to always stay on the outskirts of a grocery store. Think about it. It's got your proteins. It's got your dairies that you should be having, the fats. It has your fruits and vegetables. Like that's all. The exterior of a grocery store is where you want to go. Once you get into the inside of the store, it's got all of your chips and your crackers and your sodas and your cookies and like all that stuff is on the inside. So if you go into a grocery store, think about what I'm saying and think about me and just stick to the outside skirts of the grocery store as much as you can. You will go in the inside for some things, but you'll notice, like especially like this, you will notice that you're staying pretty much on the outside. And then also they use the cereal aisle. So if you imagine your grocery store, 9 times out of 10, this is going to be correct. The cereal aisle is in the middle of the store and your meat department is at the end of your cereal aisle. So they want you to go through that cereal aisle to be able to be taunted by all these cereals and all these fruity things that you really shouldn't be having, but you really want because they're good. They taste good for the moment, but then the benefits of them are nothing. So they want you to go down that aisle to get to the meat department to get your meats. So stay away from the inside of the grocery store and always go to the perimeter of the grocery store. And okay, so that's grocery stuff. Okay, if you don't know, Google is your best friend, Pinterest is your best friend of like different things. Literally, I go on that probably every single day. Now, people have been asking me, so I'm doing this video basically because people are seeing my results of down 14 pounds in 24 days. I feel good. I feel like I got like energy back. I feel like physically like better. I feel like I look better, so I'm getting more confidence. But they asked me like, what do I do personally? Like, what is my daily routine? So let me grab something real quick, actually. Okay, so I am going to remind you guys, I do work for a health and wellness company, which we are amazing. We have the best products on the market, and I do use some of our supplements to help with my results as well. So it's to each be their own. If you want to, amazing. I can hook you up with my discount, which is 40 to 70% off. If you don't, then to each be their own. But I'm telling you, why wouldn't you if we have products that'll just help your results? So what my day looks like. So in the morning, remember I was talking about ketosis, and your body naturally goes into ketosis overnight, which is basically when your fat in your body is fueling your body and breaking it down quicker to where you're going to be losing weight quicker. So we wake up in this ketosis state. And once we wake up, you have a choice. You can either keep your body in ketosis for longer, which means you're going to be burning those fats and you're going to be losing weight, or we can eat carbs right away in the morning and then we're stalling that ketosis, potentially even getting our body out of ketosis. So I decide to keep my body in ketosis. So what I do is I actually fast for breakfast. I don't have breakfast, and I supplement it for our keto coffee. So if you are on keto lifestyle, if you're thinking about keto lifestyle, there's something that's called bulletproof coffee. So bulletproof coffee is basically when you have you have a coffee bean that you have to brew, and then you have grass-fed butter that you have to melt and then put in it. Then you have the MCT oil, which I'll show you guys that. This is the one that I use, which I'll go into that. But you have MCT oil, which will help with brain function. Sometimes people will add like a creamer to it. Sometimes you'll have pink Himalayan salt you'll add into it. So this is called a bulletproof coffee. It helps keep your body in ketosis. It helps satisfies hunger and everything. Well, my company, like I said in the beginning of this, my company has now come out with our keto line. Our first official launch of our first product is this keto coffee. What it's doing is it's taking that bulletproof coffee and condensing it into one itty bitty package, and you just rip it open and you put it in hot water or cold water and you're done. There's no brewing, there's no adding the MCT oil, there's no brewing your coffee, there's no adding butter. Like, it's just this and you're done. So like, I put this in my purse. I have 2 of them in my purse, 2 of them in my car, and the rest of them on my counter, so that if I am not in my house, then I will have this to be able to use as well. This is amazing, 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 because whether you're going to do bulletproof coffee or whether you're going to have the convenience of this tiny little pack of the keto coffee from my company that I do sell, you are going to be able to have better brain function. It's going to help you stay in that ketosis longer, so it's going to help you lose weight. You're going to be able to focus better. The caffeine, like in our pack, like this is our pack, this isn't regular bulletproof coffee, but in our pack, there is 125 milligrams of caffeine in this. Let me just put that into perspective. So this is about the equivalent of a cup of coffee and an espresso shot put together in one, which is amazing. Who doesn't need more energy? If you're a mom, if you're a student, as long as you're 18 and older, you're okay. Who doesn't need more energy? I think everybody needs to raise their hand. But this stuff is amazing. It helps satisfies your craving. So like I said, if you're gonna do bulletproof coffee, you have to buy all of those ingredients, and let's say you go on a vacation, you're gonna have to take all those with you, or just get one of these through me, and then you can just take this little pack with you. So it helps satisfy your craving as well. So for me, I don't eat until lunch because I'm not hungry. This keeps me full. So I drink my keto coffee in the morning. Sometimes I will even add, it's going to be really personal, but if I'm not able to go to the bathroom regularly, if you know what I mean, I will add a little bit of MCT oil in it, because MCT oil will help flush things out also, without getting too much into detail about that. But I also do take vitamins, so it is with my company as well. This is like our multivitamin. It's amazing. It's got everything that you need in it. So I take my vitamins. And then I also take my greens. So greens is the most amazing product that our company has ever come out with. In this little itty bitty pack, and we also have like on the go little packs, but one of these, scoop it in, one more, scoop it in, so 2 total. Gives you your 8+ servings of fruits and vegetables, your superfoods. This little pack, so remember how we were talking about carbs? You want to stay underneath 20 carbs a day, or if you're going to be doing net carbs, 20 net carbs, which net carbs is just subtracting the fiber from your carbs. So in retrospect, this has 2 grams of carbs and 1 gram of dietary fiber, just like that. So if you're doing net carbs, subtract the 1 from the 2 and you get 1 net carb. If you're doing regular carbs, then you have just 2 carbs. So this is a very, very small amount of carbs for what's in it. Let me read you what's in it. So we've got pea fiber, apple, carrot, tomato juice, orange juice, blueberries, beets, kale, plum, ginger, pineapple, cauliflower, broccoli, grape juice, grapefruit juice, white onion, papaya juice, peach, pear, Brussels sprouts, lemon juice, raspberry juice, strawberry juice. Literally, the list goes on. There's so many fruits and vegetables in this. So I know for a fact I'm not getting enough fruits and vegetables with the keto diet that I'm doing, on how I'm doing it. So with having this, I feel so much better knowing that I got my 8 servings of fruits and vegetables first thing in the morning. So I have keto coffee for breakfast, greens for breakfast, and my vitamins for breakfast. That's my breakfast. So lunch comes, and most of the time I like breakfast stuff, so sometimes I'll eat breakfast for lunch. So going back to like the eggs, sausage, bacon, cheese, and like ketchup or salsa you can put on it. Like that's a good go-to for lunch, and that's a good one that you can actually like pack if you're like working at your job and just warm it up in the microwave. Or I like turkey roll-ups, or my pepperoni plate that I was telling you guys about, where you just put pepperoni and cheese and like a marinara sauce on it and put in the microwave for 30 seconds, and like it's super simple. And then dinner is where I eat a substantial amount of my carbs and fats and protein, because I like to sit down with my son and we have our dinner together, like at the dining room table. And so when it comes to dinners, I literally will Pinterest. I'll be like, keto dinners, and I'll look down the list and I'm like, what's in my fridge and what can I make? And I'll make it. So there's a lot of different like recipes that you can do, but what I have, my biggest recommendation, especially starting out with this, is keeping it simple. There's a saying, it's KISS, so keep it stupid simple. Like literally, the simpler it is, the easier it'll be for you, because especially if you're tracking like those macros, those proteins, those fats, those carbs. If, let's say I wanted this super extravagant keto lasagna, which you can make, absolutely, you want to make sure that you're tracking what you're putting in the lasagna, and it just takes a while. It takes a while to get used to. So when you're starting, keeping it simple is going to be better. So like chicken with jalapeno and mozzarella and maybe a little pesto on it. Simple. And maybe some broccoli, and if you want to get some noodles in there, do some zucchini noodles. So something simple is better when you're especially starting out. There's a really good recipe that my friend has for like a breakfast casserole. Casseroles are really big with keto as well. So like you make a big set of it, and then you cut it up into serving sizes, and you put it in the freezer, and you can like heat it up. So when you are on Pinterest, if you Google keto casseroles, there's going to be tons of recipes. Okay, so yeah, so that's my day. I start out with these three. Lunch, I have a keto style lunch, and then a smaller lunch, and then dinner I have like a bigger part of like my macros, and I eat with my son, and I eat a keto dinner. So I've been doing it for 24 days. I've lost 14 pounds doing it this way. So next month, I'm sharing this with you guys because I want to be able to get back with you guys in the next couple of weeks to maybe doing another one of these, and just kind of following up with like who decided to go keto, who has gotten the products for me to help with enhance your results from keto. Because next month what I'm going to be doing is I will be doing my regular thing that I'm doing. So this is my breakfast, but I'm going to be, for lunch, I'm going to be drinking our shake. So we have like a vegan shake, and I'll be having half a pack of my keto in the morning and half my pack at lunch. So I'll have my vegan shake and mixed with this, which will help keep me full until dinner, and then I'm only going to have a full big keto dinner. And then I will be adding workouts as well, and there's something else I wanted to add. What was it? Oh, and not eating after about 8 or 9 o'clock. The reason for that is I am a night owl for sure. I like to stay up late, and I like to sleep in. That's why I love my work and being able to work from home with this company. It works. But I snack at night all the time. Like it's like midnight, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, I need a little snack. So my biggest thing is I'm going to stop eating after around 8 or 9. When it comes to being on keto, you want to stay. If you are, let's say you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you want to stop eating at 8. So about 2 hours before you go to bed is when you want to stop eating. You want to drink a ton of water. I'm going to show you guys. I have 2 pitchers on my counter, and because my son now, it's so crazy. I have a 3-year-old, and I've been drinking a lot more water than I used to. And now that I've been drinking a lot more water, he is now drinking a lot more water. So we have 2 pitchers on our counter, and we just try to drink as much as we can. I literally try to finish a full pitcher myself a day. So it's up to you on how much you want to drink, but the more the better. It'll also help you like go to the bathroom regularly and stuff like that, because you're going to be intaking like cheese and stuff like that. And if you're not used to having like a lot of fats and stuff, it's going to take your body a little while to get used to. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys the apps just to remind you. FitnessPal app, download that right away. That's how you can track your macros. Macros, once again, is just protein, carbs, and fat, keeping it, and you can like set your settings to where it's 75% fats, 5% carbs, and 20% proteins to help you. And then also, I was talking about how I'm going to be starting to do workouts and stuff. So I hate going to the gym. I hate going to, like, I like it. It's like a love-hate. I like it because I like watching people at the gym. I'm a people watcher for sure, but I hate it because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, that's my problem. I need someone to, like, unless I have a personal trainer with me, which I don't, I'm like, I don't know how to use this stuff, and I look stupid. So I wanted to give you guys this as well because this is what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to help so much because I can do these workouts at my house, or let's say I go on a trip, I can do it in a hotel room. It's super simple, but basically my company, which is It Works Global, we came out with a new app. It's completely free. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy any products to use it or anything like that, but it's an app where you can get free workouts daily. You'll get recipes too, healthy recipes, both keto and non-keto. And the workout videos, what I like about them is that there's a beginner mode and an advanced mode. So you can choose which one you are. So because I don't really work out, I'm going to start with the beginner and then work my way up to advanced. So I will link my link so you guys can click it in our event page. But if you're rewatching this and you're not on the event page, the website that you can go on is http:// Megan, MEGHANLEE.WTF itworks.com. So why it's WTF is because our program is called the What the Fit program. So it's pretty cool. But download that. You can use those free for completely free. You don't have to do anything, buy anything. But it's just a way we want to promote healthy lifestyle and have it available for you guys for free. One other thing that I'm going to mention, just because I don't think it's going to go away, and it's helped me a lot lately, as well as the number one reason why people don't do keto. The number one, I've looked this up in many different spots, is people say it's too expensive. Okay, it's not. It's the fact that we think that when we go keto, we have to go to the store and buy everything at one time. You don't. Keep it simple. Plan out what you want. Kind of look into, like, do you like pizza? Well, then get just the things for pizza. And make sure you're eating leftovers. Everything's about, like, serving size. I made tacos 3 days ago, and I had tacos left over for yesterday, the day I made it, yesterday, and today. So you can reuse what you've made as like leftovers and stuff, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. There are essential things that you want in this keto diet to keep yourself on track. Food-wise, I do have to say that, but you don't have to spend a ton of money to have good results. But what I'm going to tell you guys about, it's because it's helped me. There's an app that's going around right now. It's called the Dosh app, DOSH. So the Dosh app is freaking amazing. It's not a career. It's nothing like that to where you can like make money all the time from your phone or anything like that. If you want that, then you have to talk to me about It Works, because that's what I do for like my career and how I make money every day. But this Dosh app gives you the ability to basically, you download this app, and it's a way to get money, cash back on groceries that you're buying. So like Walmart's on there and Target's on there. There's some like clothing places like Kohl's. But you buy the items through the app, and then they give you money back. They are what's called their beta version right now. So it's like launching. They haven't officially launched yet, but they're doing this special to where when you sign up and you download the app and then you link your card, you get $5 automatically. And then for everybody that you refer to them and they do the same, so they need to link their card and download the app, you'll get $15. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I've had this app since just right after Christmas. They were doing a special back then. And in 3 days, 1 million people downloaded this app. I don't know what the stats are now, because now we're in January 19th, I think today is. I'm sure it's even more, because There's been talk about like they've hit their limit. So if you can't get in today, try tomorrow, try the next day. Just keep trying because this can help you get some extra money. Like I said, it's not a career or anything like that, but it can help. And then right now they're doing the $15 promotion for referrals, but it's $15 right now, but all the time and other days that's not right now during the special, it's still a $5 special. I'll give you guys the app, and I'm telling you guys this because you can easily get some extra money to pay for that initial shop for your keto products with this app. So let me give it to you. I'll say it on here, so if you guys aren't in the event page, then you'll have it, but the link is my link, so you have you go to my link, download it, link your card, you get $5, refer people, you get $15. If the special isn't going, you'll still get $5 for every referral, and then you get paid through PayPal, or you can do it right to your bank account, but I do PayPal. So my link is https://link like the period cash /uppercase Y, uppercase C, uppercase L, uppercase I, /Z, lowercase, uppercase S, uppercase H, uppercase Q, lowercase o, uppercase D, lowercase u, uppercase W, lowercase I, uppercase J. So the reason why it's all like funky is because everybody gets their own specific link to them. It's coded to them so that when you give the referral out, then you would get the bonus in return. But I wanted to share that with you guys because if you do need a little extra money, that app's a great way to be able to get cash back of the groceries that you're going to be buying, as well as you can do the referral and you can make some extra money too. The reason why I was telling you was because I've had it for less than a month and I've made $585 with it. Let that sink in. $585. So that's going right to my keto groceries. So, okay, so let's get into... Those are the apps that I want to share with you guys about. Let's get into brands. So I'm literally going to open up my fridge and show you guys the brands that I use. So let me try to change this up for a minute. Maybe I can, let's see if I can do this. If I can make this. Okay, I think it made it. Okay, so different brands I'm going to share with you guys. I look so skinny. Sorry. It's funny, like once you start losing weight, you notice like I feel like better. But okay, so let's start with butter. So butter, Kerrygold butter is what's most known for keto. And you can definitely get it in like this now spreadable kind, or you can get like the actual like rectangle ones. It's kind of pricey, but there is a new kind, which is, I'm sure it's actually probably not new, but it's one new one that I found. It is a Amish butter. It comes in a big roll, and what I do, I take wax paper and I cut them up into like pieces, so it makes it a little bit easier. You save a few bucks, but you know it helps out if you want to do it that way, or just do the Kerrygold. But grass-fed butter is what you want. Grass-fed butter. I'm going to show you guys what my fridge looks like because belt too. So this is my fridge. But what I did was, because I have a 3-year-old too, so keep in mind, from here up is my keto stuff. So I know, don't grab things down here. That's not his. Don't look at that. That was a friend of mine's. So I need to stay from there and up. And it makes it easier for me to, like, when I walk in here and I'm like, okay, what do I want to eat? I just pick from the top. Same thing with over here. So this is mine, this is mine, this is his. That's for special occasions for him. We like ice cream. Or he likes ice cream, I don't really. But it makes it easier if you just separate. Like, you know that that's where you want to stay, and that's other spots is where you want to not go. So, okay, so let's go into condiments and stuff. Okay, My favorite. Okay, so ketchup. Ketchup has actually a good amount of carbs in it that I did not know. So this ketchup is sugar-free. It only has 1 carb. I'm going to see if I can put you guys over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this ketchup is sugar-free. It is G. Hughes, gluten-free, preservative-free, no high fructose corn syrup. It's amazing. I will never go back to regular ketchup now after having this. I literally have 2 other bottles in the cupboard because Publix is where I got this, and it's like one of those when you see it, just buy it because it goes quickly. They also just came out with a barbecue sauce. So I love barbecue, like pulled pork and stuff. So this barbecue sauce has 2 grams of carbs in it and no sugar. In comparison to what I was using before, just like Publix brand, 19 carbs. So this would be, if I had 2 tablespoons of this would be my whole day of carbs. So that's not worth it. So G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce, hickory, amazing. Definitely get that. Okay, so syrup. So I made my own keto waffles. So waffles are great if you find the right recipe, and you kind of have to like play around with it of what you like and what you don't like. But it's gonna sound gross, but just try it. My waffles is just eggs and mayo, and you whip it up really good, and then you just put it in a waffle maker, and it's really good. And it's literally, I think there's 0 carbs in it now that I think of it. But I use Mrs. Butterworth's sugar-free syrup. Syrup's kind of hard because there's some things you can have, some things you can't have, but this is one of those, like, I indulge every once in a while. It's not an everyday thing. But another, if you're doing net carbs, another thing to know is if there's a sugar alcohol, so like see right here. So there's carbs, there's your 8, and 6 grams of sugar alcohols. You actually subtract the sugar alcohols from the carbs. And so this only has 2 net carbs in it. So that's syrup. Hot sauce. As you can tell, I really like hot sauce. This is 0 carbs, but it's Red Hot wings. These are really good. Thighs are really good to put this on, or regular like wings. I just got new ranch, the regular ranch, no fat-free or anything like that. You want the fats. This is 2 carbs and only 1 sugar, so this is like a once-in-a-while thing too. Okay, so these are 2 of my favorites. Okay, so if you're gonna have spaghetti or anything like that, I don't like this angle. Try this again. So if you're gonna have like spaghetti or pizza or stuff like that, this is a great marinara sauce to get. It's Rayo's homemade. You can even get a lot of these things on like Amazon for even cheaper. I've never done it, but I know a lot of people who do, and they do it in bulk. Or you can even get this brand at like Sam's or BJ's and buy them in like big and save more money. But these are a little bit more costly, but the good thing about this is there's so much flavor in it that you're going to use less. So it kind of like evens out. But this has 3 grams of carbs and 1 dietary fiber, which means you're only having 2 net carbs in this per half a cup. So that's a really good, I don't even think I've ever actually used a full half a cup when I've made anything with this. But it's a great, great, great sauce to have, and it tastes really good. Salsa. This is the best salsa that I've found so far. So I'm weird about my salsas. Like, I don't like it too chunky. I don't like it too spicy. But I do like flavor. So it has to be like really, really blended. This is really good. It only has 2 carbs in it per 2 tablespoons. So that's a good one. I got this from Publix too. Pesto's a great thing to have too. If you're going to do mayo, I just switched over. So I'm like a Hellmann's fanatic, but I just switched over. Let me if I do this. Like all these different positions I'm going for you guys. That sounded funny. I was doing Hellmann's, and I realized there was like a ton of sugar in Hellmann's that's like hidden sugars. So a lot of times you'll be like, it'll say no sugar added or something, and then like in the ingredients it literally says sugar, and I'm like, no, there's sugar in here. But Duke's mayonnaise, I just started eating. It's yummy. I think I'm a converter to Duke's mayonnaise. So this actually has 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 12 grams of fat. So this is like really good. And like I said before, if you have tacos, add some mayo on your tacos. You'll thank me later. Okay, so let's get to the other ones. Oh, geez. Oh, hello, close up. Okay, so eggs. Eggs are great to have. I mean, pretty much any eggs are great, but if you can do grass-fed eggs, those are awesome. Cage-free eggs, those are awesome. These are actually just on sale at BJ's, so it was a good price. Okay, so pepperoni. You're gonna laugh. Pepperoni! I buy them in bulk, like big bulk. So pepperoni is really good. It's got 0 carbs, 5 proteins, and 14 grams of fats. These are really good to have for like a quick snack, or if you want to make like a pizza. String cheese. My sister actually had this and she gave it to me. So it depends on what brand you like, but this one's a good one. It's got 0 carbs, 7 protein, and 6 fats. So that's a good one. There's probably better out there, but it tastes good too. So let's talk about cheese. I am a cheese lover. I love cheese, always have. I never, ever knew that you're not supposed to have shredded cheese, like in a bag. Let me show you. So if your bag looks like this, don't buy it anymore. You can still eat it, it's fine, but switch over to block cheese. Let me tell you why. So shredded cheese has cornstarch in it to help you. I feel so awkward standing like this. Cornstarch helps you, or will prevent you from losing weight. So they put the cornstarch in it because it allows the cheese to not stick together. So having block cheese, it doesn't have that cornstarch in it, as well as it tastes so much better. I did not know how much better cheese can taste until recently. But so have block cheese, shred it up yourself. This is what I did on Sunday. I took my cheese grater. If you spray Pam on it, it'll slide even better. But take your cheese grater, shred up a whole bunch of cheese, put it in a bag. I have multiple bags in there now, ready to go. I cut them up into slices too. This is a good one. It's Kerrygold Reserve Cheddar. This was kind of expensive, but it's very, very flavorful, so I'm only going to be using like less, so it might even out. This is the first time I've used this one, but it's really good. This one, I believe there's 0 carbs, 0 carbs, 9 fats, and 7 proteins, so that's a good one. So this mozzarella, oh my god, it's so good. Seriously, guys, I'm getting so hungry now. So it's got 0 carbs, 5 protein, and 5 fats. So that's a good one to have. And these ones are like pre-sliced, and they were on sale at Publix. So, but having block cheese, it'll help you because there's no cornstarch in it, and cornstarch will help stall your weight loss. Okay, so next. So, soda. If you like soda, Zevia is the brand. I hope I say that right. Like I said, this is the soda. Like I miss like the bubbles of the soda. And Zevia has 0 carbs, 0 sugars. It's very good, 0 calories, and they've got all the flavors like Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, root beer, orange, grape, cream soda, like literally everything. And they also have Zevia mixers. So this is like alcohol mixers. So all my partiers out there, or mommies who need a little breather, these are great mixers, and there's different flavors of them as well. So like a good drink to have is like vodka, this, and like a splash of lemon. Okay, so olives are great to have. I mean, pretty much all of them. Olive. Oh my God. This one is less than 1 gram of carbs per 5 olives. So I normally will just take about, like, I don't know, maybe 10 or so, and that's like a good little snack. I just found this and I wanted to share it because I love jalapenos and I'm trying to eat more avocados. I found this at a health food store, but it's an avocado spread, kind of like a mayo, and it's only got 1 carb, 2 fats, and 0 proteins. Or you can use it like as a dip and stuff, and it's pretty good. So I'm gonna have it on my burger tomorrow. But if you find something that has avocado on it, then check the back of it and just look for the carbs and stuff and see if it's a good fit for you. Having like little things like this, like, will be able to like mix it up every once in a while for when you want like a special treat. So zucchini, I buy zucchini like in bulk because I use it for a lot of stuff. Zucchini does have carbs in it, so you don't want to have too much of it, but it's a great substitute for like pasta and like lasagna. You can use it for that too. Sour cream, this is the brand I use. I just think it's most flavorful, and it does have 1 carb. You can find some that have 0 carbs, but I need the flavor of this one. Sometimes like when you get the sour cream that's not good, you just don't want it. So this is a good one. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, so I talked about Jell-O earlier, and Jell-O, I just get regular Jell-O, sugar-free, and then this is the whipped cream that we use. So it's whipped heavy cream. It's got 0 carbs, 0 protein, and 2 fats. So this is really good. You want to know my trick? I actually have some made. So we only have a few of them left. We put Jell-O in an ice cube tray, and so when I have a sweet tooth, I just take a spoon, put it on the spoon, and I take my whipped cream and I put the whipped cream on top and I eat it. So it's like a good little quick snack for like a sweet tooth. But Jell-O's good. Okay, so lettuce. A good tip for lettuce is make it in, like, shred it up, put a paper towel on top. It'll keep it lasting longer. Shred it up to where if you want like a quick salad, it's already ready to go. And then you've got like your regular romaine hearts too, for like burgers and stuff. Okay, so almond milk. Almond milk's good to have. This is only 1 carb, 1 protein, and 2.5 grams of fats. So this is the brand that I use, Almond Breeze. Okay, so heavy whipping cream, they're all similar, so I just got Publix brand. There are less than 1 gram of carb, 0 protein, 5 fats. Cream cheese, I love the taste of Philadelphia, so I got Philadelphia cream cheese. Bacon, let me show you guys the brand of bacon. We buy them in bulk, so it's like the Hormel bacon. You can do like the Smithfield, I think is the other one. I'm not a fan of Oscar Mayer's bacon though. And then I recommend getting the center cut bacon. It's thicker and it's more flavorful. Cucumbers, so I always have cucumbers so that I can do like my cucumber, pink Himalayan salt, and mayo for like a little snack. Celery is good to have, especially for like dips. So like if you're gonna make that chicken buffalo dip I was talking about earlier, this is a great, like, you can use it as a chip in a sense. All my food's out. Cauliflower, you can buy like the regular cauliflower, but I do the Green Giant too, just for like convenience. I may make keto fried rice with that. These are the quick, easy. The beef one is what you want. There's 0 carbs. 8 protein and 16 fats in this. This is a good one, and pretty much Publix always has them on buy one get one. Steakums. Steakums is a good quick meal, and they also have like chicken version also, but there's 0 carbs in this, 5 protein and 5 grams of fat. This is like this. I always have these in the fridge. I used to eat them when I was younger, and I was like, but now they're good. And then I have a few, not very many, but I have, and pickles. I wanted to show you guys pickles. I have pickles all the time, but I have a few berries. So like I was saying, if you want fruits, stick with the ones that end in berries: strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Those fruits like that are great to have, especially if you have wanting like a dessert. You can do like fruits with like heavy whipping cream on it, or maybe some whipped cream on it. But I wanted to kind of end with 2 different things. The first one is when you start keto, keto's not for everyone, but it's a great thing to try. But if you're going to try, you have to decide it and do it full out, like 100%. Because if you, I hope I don't offend anyone, but if you half-ass it, you are not going to see the results that you want. And you could potentially be gaining weight if you don't do it, if you don't actually commit to it. Because you want to make sure that you keep those macros, which is the 75% fats, the 20% carbs, and the 5% protein, 20% protein, so 75% fats, 20% protein, and 5% carbs is in track, because that's how you're going to be getting the results that you want. And that's how you're going to be able to feel better, because your fat's going to be fueling your body. All those benefits I talked about in the very beginning of this, which if you missed it, then go back and rewatch it. It's only going to be effective if you do it the right way and if you commit 100%. So try it for a couple of months. It may be something you fall in love with, like I did, and it may be something you just don't want to end up doing, but just try it, but give it your all when you try it. And going into the next thing about it is, when you start keto, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys, it is a definite lifestyle change. It's like you're training your brain to think differently. But there's something that's called the keto flu. And I wanted to talk about this because I did go through it and it sucked. So there's no other like easy way of saying it. So I started like my keto journey actually in October. I learned about it, I was trying it out, but not until December 27th was I actually 100% on board. So back in October, I did get the keto flu, and then also here in the very beginning of January, I did get the keto flu again. So what the keto flu is basically your body's trying to change the way it's working, and your body responds by getting flu-like symptoms. You do not have the flu, so you're not contagious or anything like that, but you're going to have the symptoms of a flu. You're going to be fatigued. You're going to be, you may even get a small fever. You're going to feel like you don't have much energy, but I'm telling you, it only lasts for about 2 to 4 days. And as soon as you get over the hump of it, you feel 120% better than you did before you even started keto. So get over the hump. I promise you, you will get over it. And as soon as you get over it is when you're going to be starting to feel the results even better. Now, when you do have the keto flu, a few tips is to drink more water than you've ever drank in your life. It's just flushing out all those foods that you had before and the bacteria that you have. And if you are having headaches, I had really bad headaches. That was my part of it. Drink, and it sounds crazy, but it worked, drink pickle juice, and possibly even have some pink Himalayan salt, like add it to something that you're eating more than you normally would before, or like my aunt did when she got it, put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt underneath your tongue and allowed it to like dissolve, and you just had like a little bit, it's replacing the electrolytes basically. Or you can have like Powerade's a good thing to have, like the sugar-free ones, but I just wanted to be honest with you guys. It's like this diet isn't for everybody, but I'm telling you, if you do it and you do it, give it your all, and you actually commit to it and get over that hump of that yucky keto flu, you will benefit from it, and it is so worth it. And everybody does keto differently, so you just kind of have to find your niche. You learn, like I've been doing this, I've been researching it for, I would say a full total of 4.5 months, but I've been fully committed, 100% committed for 24 days, and I'm 14 pounds down. So, another big tip is find a support group. Like I said, everybody who said going to this event that I put on, I will add you guys to it. If you're rewatching this after the recording, message me and I will add you to this other group. Some people, like I said, some people use supplements to help enhance the results, like myself. Like I drink my keto coffee in substitution of the bulletproof coffee for convenience that other people do. I drink my greens for extra fruits and vegetables, and I take vitamins as well. Some people do, some people don't. To each be their own. But the main thing to know is this is your life. This is your lifestyle. What do you want from it, and what are you going to do to make it happen? And what are you willing to sacrifice? I was willing to sacrifice the pasta. As much as I love pasta, I was willing to sacrifice it. And I'm so glad I did, because I found substitutes for it, like zucchini noodles. And I don't even miss pasta anymore. It's the weirdest thing. I never thought I would ever say that. But I hope this helped you guys. This was a super long video, but if you feel like somebody needs to hear this or may need some help with the keto diet, then please share this with them. If anybody wants any of the products I was talking about, the keto coffee, the greens I was talking about, the vitamins, or even the shake that I was talking about, then please reach out to me. If you're rewatching this, you can call me too. I don't even care if anybody knows my number. It's 904-504-5626. But I would love to help you guys, and I'm really excited for the next chapter in like everybody's life and everybody getting healthy. And I can't wait to see where this takes me. And my goal is by May, so I have 5 months. I'd like to be down 53 pounds. With doing the keto lifestyle, and using my supplements, it's definitely possible. So watch my journey. I can't wait to watch your journey. And if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. If I know, I will help you. If I don't know, I'll find the right person to help you. So, much love and good luck with everything.